This is a presentation of RVT Entertainment.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your main event of the evening.
This is Ricky the Dragon Steamboat's cup of coffee in the big time, yeah. Cup of coffee in the big time.
We'll go to NXT. I'll go to the CWC.
Hell yeah.
We'll be have 205 live.
I can truly say that I have the whole damn world in my hand.
Goodbye and good night.
Hey, hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Wrestle-Cast, presented by RVT Entertainment on the BrokenInfinite.com, PotterBack.com, iTunes, and wherever else we find this fine audio recording, and live on RVT Entertainment's official YouTube channel. We talk about professional wrestling, both in the mainstream and the independent scene. My name's Matty Jay, that is a new Switch owner in TWK.
I'm sorry, what?
I introduced you.
Oh, sorry. I was just a little distracted by Mario Kart on my Switch.
Yeah, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Call it like what it is.
Yes, that is correct. This new Renegade Roundup mode is the tits to sweet me, my brother.
I will too sweet you.
And a special too sweet to Bobber33, and a special too sweet to Mr. Jinder Mahal.
Oh yeah. The Maharaja has provided.
That he has. Now I'm going to put this into sleep mode.
Oh, good idea.
Because I am a professional.
Usually.
And we're
usually professionals. We're
Yes.
usually professionals.
There's so much to discuss, so many promotions, so many matches. Get to the clip
So
of the week, sir.
little time. I'm
Get to the schedule in the clip.
I'll say this right now. I'll preface this right now. I have yet to have watched Lucha Underground yet. I know. So much. And then House of Cards happened, and I feel bad. But don't worry, I did catch up on as much shit as I possibly could. I'm only one man. But we still got plenty of time. We got your news. We got Money in the Bank happening. That segment, we got Money in the Bank. That's happening. That's gonna happen later this month of June. Welcome to June, by the way. We got the Best of Super Juniors. The finals happening, depending on when you're listening to this, literally later this morning. Well, if you're in the States, if you're in Japan, and God knows if you're in Japan, you're looking forward to this, and we're just pretty much your warm up. We got your emails and comments. We got your winners and losers, and your preview of Extreme Rules 2017. And LPH, I've yet to have seen Wonder Woman.
Yeah, me neither. I might see it Sunday, maybe next Friday. We'll see.
I'm probably aiming for Tuesday myself, but knowing I have to save my money, yeah, that might we'll get to it. But we have plenty of stuff to talk about tonight, and if I miss stuff in T-Dub, we'll bring it in the news, and we'll definitely talk about something tonight. God damn it! That being said, I did bring in Money in the Bank, and that's where we begin our clippage of the weekage this week. And we begin with the chaos that was the SmackDown Live Women's Division, and what could only be categorized as what it is. It's history. It's a history maker. The rumors have been true. We lead it to the chaos that was SmackDown Live. Take a listen.
Thank you, Uncle Davey.
Becky Lynch isn't stopping. None of these women are. Oh, this isn't good. Tamina with bad intentions here, staring down Charlotte. With bad intentions, and we're not even close. Oh, my God. Tamina's going berserk. I don't think anybody's going to stop her either. Tamina wants to take out Charlotte. Will this match even begin? Oh. Into the apron. Oh, into the post. Oh, and Natalya dropped by Charlotte.
Charlotte was able to fend off whatever Tamina had in mind. And
Man on the floor.
you hear the thud of Natalya. And oh boy.
Oh, going up to the top. Charlotte sizing up the welcoming committee. Off the top.
Man. I don't know what Charlotte has planned, but we still don't have a match.
No. Up top.
Oh no.
Oh my God.
Don't do that, Charlotte.
Natalya through the table.
Guys, we've got bodies everywhere. We still don't have a match.
Is this not amazing? I said the SmackDown's women's division is on fire. But the five of you you're so focused on being number one contender, the match didn't even begin. So what do we do about that? Let's do a first. Let's do something historic. And on June 18th, Charlotte Flair, Natalya, Tamina, Carmella, and Becky Lynch, you will compete one more time. But in this case, in the first ever women's Money in the Bank ladder match.
Yeah. So as it stands, there's 5 ladies in what is usually a minimum 6 competitor Money in the Bank ladder match, but that's why it's called Build Up. The match itself has been announced. One of the first matches, and actually the second match announced, or third match announced. Whatever. It's still part of the card. It's still history making. I'm okay with it.
I'm definitely looking forward to it.
I will say this, though. I'm kind of wishing this is a multi-brand, a dual-brand pay-per-view.
Yeah, that probably would help as far as, filling up with bodies, but then again, at the very least, if
Rumble's multi-brand,
if they did do that, then we may not see some people like Tamina or Carmella in the match.
Which, okay, Tamina, Carmella, ooh. But still, it is one of those things.
It's the evil ref says, wrestling fan boner, engaged.
Yeah, definitely engaged, yeah.
I'm really looking forward to the women's Money in the Bank match. Hopefully, they can help steal the show.
Hopefully, that's the hope, right?
Yeah, by the way, you want to hear something really ridiculous?
Sure.
WWE apparently have no dates in India this year.
And yet, they put the belt on Jinder Mahal strictly, it's probably for the network.
Yeah, probably.
Probably they're not trying to sell the network.
You think they would have planned like, hey, now that we have him as champion, let's go there. But then again, this is the same company that also never went to Mexico with Rey or Alberto as champion, as far as I remember.
Yeah. And you know what, dude? Whatever excuse to get Jinder Mahal as world champion, I'm
happy he's champion, but you think they would capitalize on this and go to India, but no.
No. I'm shrugging. But that is an oddity right there. Yeah.
Yep.
Not gonna lie.
Something that was not odd was the return of the New Day on SmackDown.
Yeah, and immediately they said, "Yo, belts are coming to the New Day." They literally went to the Usos and like, Money at the Bank, we're taking those belts back.
Should be one hell of a match because, these two teams very good, and it's been a while since I've actually seen them tangle up together. So
that's true because I believe the roles were reversed last time. That's how long it was. New Day was still technically heel.
Was it really that long ago?
Usos were babyface.
Was it really that long ago?
That's, if I remember correctly.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Oof.
Like I said, it's that long ago. You know, I may be wrong, but if memory serves me correctly, yeah, that long ago.
Speaking of returns, John Cena looks like he'll be returning on July 4th, Independence Day.
Fucking figures, right, folks?
Why not?
Why not?
Yeah, he teased himself on Twitter saying he can't wait to return on that day. So whoever is the champion on that time, start counting your days. Either whether it's WWE or US champion. He's coming for a singles belt, I imagine.
I would assume. Big match, no sell. John wants a belt back.
Either way, it should be whatever feud he's put in. Hopefully, it'll be a good one.
Should. I mean, Cena last couple of years has stepped up in his wrestling game, so it will be good. That is for sure. What else you got?
One thing that makes me happy is that Breezango is not being thrown away just because they're out of the tag titles. They're still given prominent time on SmackDown due to how over they are.
It's the sketches.
Yeah, it's the sketches.
I can tell you, it's the
goofiness.
sketches.
It's the sketches combined with the gimmicky matches.
And give Tyler Breeze all the credit in the world. He's willing to wear a dress to put this gimmick over.
As well as dressed as a dirty janitor.
That is true.
So it's good. Not only is this good for them, but it's good for the tag division because
they need bodies. That is a shallow pool.
That and the secret to every division is to have one title feud and one non-title feud.
Yeah.
That creates depth.
Mm-hmm.
That's all you need.
Yeah. 2 feuds. One for the belts, one to climb the ladder to the belts.
Essentially, yeah.
Yeah.
So there you go. It's good. So it doesn't just feel all that shallow. It actually feels like it has a tiny bit of depth, which is really all you need for main roster like this. That because you only have 2 hours, so it's all good there. One question that a lot of people are having is, where is Ruru?
Where's Rusev? Yeah, because guess what? That spot Jinder Mahal got at Backlash apparently was supposed to be Rusev's. Whoops.
And this, honestly, I think could set up a good feud between the two. You know, a babyface Rusev versus a heel Jinder.
I'd say go for it.
You know, if they really want to take some chances, there you go. A brand new main event feud right there.
Brand new main event feud. We know Rusev can handle himself just fine. I mean, watch his matches against John Cena, for example. He'll do just fine.
And we already have built-in heat for this feud because they used to be a tag team, and they can reference that.
Mm-hmm. Built-in heat.
Wouldn't it be finally nice to have a foreigner babyface versus a foreigner heel? Wouldn't that be a new interesting concept?
It's called World Wrestling Entertainment. And Rusev can matchka.
Exactly.
So,
and the people already want to cheer for him anyways, so why the fuck not?
I say go for it. Hell, Lana's probably turning babyface anyways. Makes sense to me.
Indeed. By the way, speaking of Jinder, did you read his GQ interview about his diet plan that he's currently on?
He's nuts. That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah, he eats like 10 meals a day.
10 meals a day, which you would think if for a fat guy like me, it's like, oh, that's the dream. But no, I know.
Yeah, the guy literally like every 2 hours eats a meal of 400 calories just to keep his metabolism going. And apparently combined with that and even more hours in the gym and no alcohol whatsoever, that's how he got super ripped.
It worked.
Yeah, like holy fuck. Like, just...
I'm shrugging at this point. If that's what it is, cool.
And Mike Shaw, going back to Jinder versus Rusev, Mike Shaw says, Jinder Mahal's the modern-day Maharaja. He has to be the babyface. He makes wishes come true.
I know, but we gotta keep it within what WB wants to do here, folks. You know.
By the way, all this good stuff is going on SmackDown on Raw. they reached a new record low for the year, 2.613 million people.
Womp womp.
That's
bad.
And, yeah, and the segment on Raw featuring Bailey, from what I've heard about it,
the segment featuring This Is Your Life, which, by the way, to answer your question here, Hairball, yeah, apparently WB wants to delete it. They don't want to talk about it. It happened, and that's probably the big reason why a lot of people turn their TV off.
yeah, like I listened to Dave Meltzer and
Brian Alvarez.
Brian Alvarez talk about it in detail, and with every passing second, I'm like, who the hell okayed this?
Who wrote this? Who wrote this shit?
Yeah, who wrote this onto a script, handed it to an agent, had the agent hand it to McMahon, and McMahon went, looks fine to me. Wow.
No, not even a wow. You know what? I'm pretty much one someone was thinking.
-5 stars!
I'll tell you this, Easy. I'll tell you this, though. It's definitely winning worst segment of the year so far.
I'm so glad I did not watch that. I'm just
I literally was taking care of, I don't know what the fuck I was doing, but I know I wasn't watching this intently.
Yeah, from what I've heard, so for those that were like me and had the sense to not watch it, essentially what happened was, it was more of treating Bailey like she was a child. Mm-hmm. And they also had her ex-boyfriend on. He was like, I almost kissed her dad. And I'm like, what? And then they had, like, him kissed Bailey's best friend in the middle of the ring. Like, no, really, what the fuck? Who wrote this?
Who wrote this shit? That's literally all we want. We were easy. Mike, you could attest to this. We were fucking glad this segment went over. We were like, what the fuck are we looking at?
And
like,
yeah,
we weren't laughing. We were cringing.
Yeah, and people are.
And Mike said the same thing on Monday. I will say it again. Growing Up Bella was better than this.
Ow!
And the sad part is T-Dub. He's right.
Ow! My everything.
I know. That's what scares me. LPH brought another one. It's Old Day bad. Yeah.
Well, at least Old Day only lasts like 5 minutes.
The This Is Your Life segment? 10.
That was the worst 10 ever. Just -10.
Yeah. That was the opposite of a perfect 10.
Just stop.
Stop the pain. Bring out the Bailey, the belly. Have kendo stick marks. Go home. Someone is trying to sabotage Alexa Bliss, and I am not happy.
Either sabotage her or Bailey.
Yeah.
Let's see. Moving on to a better program than Raw.
Yes.
Impact Wrestling. Yeah, I said it.
Sadly, folks, he's right. This week, Impact was unfortunately better than Raw.
Yeah, like for one, we had LAX winning the GFW tag belts in a street fight.
Hey, speaking of LAX, they're showing up at the C4 season finale in this June.
Wait, all of them?
EYFBO, actually. 2 of them, but they are part of LAX.
Is it the 2 of them that are tag teams? And
I believe the tag team champs, yes.
Who knows? Maybe they'll bring both their tag belts because they're the TNA and GFW tag champs now. They got all the gold. Which is good. That's the way it should be. We don't need all those belts floating around. Also, this on the main event of Impact, we saw Alberto El Patron defeat EC3 to not only defend his GFW championship, but also get the number 1 contendership for the Impact championship.
Yep. So it looks like they're putting everything together.
Yeah, it looks like Slammiversary. All the belts are coming together. Also, we got a really good backstage segment with Rosemary and Allie, where Allie was just adorable and Rosemary was just creepily awesome. And Rosemary pretty much says that they are telling her that she needs to protect Allie.
Mm-hmm.
Because she needs family. Because Decay are dead.
Yeah, so it's Mike Santana, Drastic, and Angel Ortiz, EYFBO. Those are the two guys going from LEX coming to C4, the Crossing the Line 10 Inferno. And it's a three-way dance for the C4 Tag Team Championship. Fight or Flight, which is Von Vertigo and Gabriel Fuerza. And High and Mighty, that's Jonathan Rukin and Velvet Jones. There you go.
By the way, you're not the only one who's going to have a television star at your next, at your future indie show.
Sure. Go ahead. Share it.
Soon enough. But first, let's talk about Lucha Underground in that all-night-long match.
You could spoil it. I don't care. I'll watch it later.
Okay, I need the permission.
You, dude. At this point, I don't care. It's the journey. Especially with all night long, it's the journey. So, destination, I don't care.
The ending of this match was a draw.
No.
Following that, Mr. Dario Cueto exited from his office looking super pissed, going, "No match ends like a draw on my tempo." And so next week we're getting a rematch, and it has to end with a decisive victor.
Ooh. By the way, for those wondering who were the competitors,
the Mac challenging Johnny Mundo for the Lucha Underground Championship.
See, folks, that's why Dario Cueto is the fucking jefe.
Indeed, and if that match is even half as good as this one, I can't wait.
And from what I heard, Willie Mac, the Mac versus Mundo. Oh, I can't wait to watch it.
Yeah, it's fucking good. Also, one of my favorite current bands that thanks to people like Happy Viking and Film Rangato, I was introduced to, actually are still performing there, that you may have heard of.
Ooh.
And they get a nice little shining part in that main event.
Very nice.
I believe you've heard of them. Metalachi?
Oh, nice.
Yeah, they do mariachi covers of metal songs.
Yeah.
There's a really good part, like near the end with them.
All right, looking forward to it.
Not going to spoil it, but that's all I'm going to say. Also,
looking forward to it.
Speaking of Lucha Underground, one of their former wrestlers, Ricky Reyes, July 29th at the Norfolk Masonic Temple will be challenging Gino for the Commonwealth Heritage Championship.
The thumb is up for that.
For those who don't know Ricky Reyes, he played Cortez Castro.
A.K.A. that guy that got fucked over by Joey Ryan.
Yep.
Happy Viking's still producing stuff, I believe. Hairball asked what happened at
he's done with making reviews.
Yeah.
He's going on other ventures. He's still going to be doing stuff on the internet, just not reviews anymore. One thing we have to talk about, Lucha Carnival. Did you watch it?
Lucha Carnival? No.
Yeah, it was the event that was made free by Wrestle Circus because Eric Bischoff got people to retweet it 2,000 times.
Nice.
So thank you, Eazy-E. Some of the matches, the main comment.
Yep. Uh-oh.
He's like, I still don't know why WWE released him.
All right, hold on. Give me a second because we just lost some internet for a second. Yeah, we dropped some major frames.
It happens.
Yeah, sorry, folks. Sorry, folks, if you lost contact for a few seconds. Okay, go ahead and repeat what you just said.
So the commentary team for Lucha Carnival, which was the show that was made free on, brought to us by Wrestle Circus. It was made free because Eric Bischoff got people to retweet their tweet 2,000 times.
Yeah.
So thank you, Eazy-E. The commentary team was Rich Brennan and Lance Hoyt.
Nice.
I still don't know why Rich was let go by WWE. He's pretty good. And Lance Hoyt was really chill.
Oh, okay. That's good.
So it was really nice atmosphere. One of the matches was Joey Ryan versus the Boys.
Wait. Joey Ryan versus the Boys?
Yes.
Handicap match.
Yes. Because the Boys are one entity.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Where one goes, the other goes. Can't have one without the other.
Where was Dalton Castle, I must ask, though?
Not on this show. After all, they're both grown adults.
That's true. All right, fair enough.
We also saw Super Thunder Frog versus his best friend. Why can't I think his name? Fucking buttfuck.
Were you thinking of Jarvis
Conbelly.
Conbelly?
Jarvis Conbelly.
There you go.
Yeah, it was a really nice match. It was touted as a best friends match.
Ooh.
And it was a very cleanly fought match.
Very nice.
Probably the cleanest match I've ever seen in my life. And throughout the entire match, Lance Hoy just talked about how he wanted to rub Conbelly's Conbelly. It was pretty hilarious to me. Also, during the women's Triple Threat Tag Team match, guess who Leva Bates cosplayed as?
Oh. I've
L.A.
seen
Park.
Oh, nice. I saw those pictures with the chair. I'm like, oh my god, yes.
Yeah, it was pretty amazing. She tagged with Thunder Rosa. Although they didn't come up victorious, but, the match was still good.
Yeah. For those wondering, Thunder Rosa, she's one of the new Lucha ladies in Lucha Underground, actually. Trying to remember.
Is she?
Yeah.
I mostly know her because she tags with Holodead.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember the name now. Fuck. Cobra Moon, that's what it is.
Oh, she's Cobra Moon. Nice.
Yeah.
The winner of the Triple Threat Tag Team match was Tessa Blanchard and Taya Valkyrie.
Oh, nice. That must have been a good tag match.
Yeah. The other women's match, which was the Lady of the Ring Championship, Rachel Ellering defeated Deonna Purrazzo. Really good match.
The thumb is up.
And the match that made the show go viral, Penta, ZOM, Ray Fenix, and Juventud Guerrero defeating Mr. 450, Sammy Guevara, and Shane Strickland.
Strickland.
Yeah, you guys know Shane Strickland from Lucha Underground. In fact,
Killshot.
Killshot. This match went viral because Mr. 450, Sammy Guevara, and Shane Strickland hit the other team with an RKO at the same time.
Yes.
You may have seen that clip.
I've seen that clip, actually.
However, they were not victorious because Sammy Guevara ended up walking out on his team.
Oh!
Like literally right at the end, it looks like they were about to win, but Sammy's like, fuck this. They're like, the fuck you're going? Then, boom, dead.
Oh. Okay, I gotta read this. I'm in the chat. Fat boy, I know it was you who tried to sabotage the Maharaja's title victory because you knew Bobber would get teed up a switch and you don't have one, and you're jealous of that.
It is a pretty snazzy console, I have to be honest. I didn't realize how good the controller was going to feel in my hand until I was actually playing the game, and I was like, fuck, I need more games for this, but barely anything's out right now because it's a brand new system. And I've never had a system this brand new in my life, ever. Every time I've ever gotten a system, it's usually 1 or 2 years into the cycle.
I know, right? Same here. It's like, you know you're getting a few games.
But now, for the first time ever, I actually have to wait a few weeks. I don't like waiting. I'm very impatient.
Well, you could get Breath of the Wild.
I already have it on the Wii U.
And you can't transfer. That's right. You can't transfer the game save. Aww.
So yeah, Lucha Carnival, really good show. Now the one thing that has me perplexed is the fact that Wrestle Circus is saying that if one of their most recent tweets gets 5,000 retweets, though their next show will be free.
Oh shit!
And the next show is going to have Gorillas of Destiny. Trying to see other teams. There's a whole bunch of like big names for that show too.
Get that shit to 10,000 tweets, retweets.
It only needs 5,000.
10,000. Do it.
Don't get crazy. And June 24th will be the next show. It's going to have Cage, Sammy Guevara, Gorillas Destiny, Penta Zeto, Ray Fenix, Red Dragon, Roppongi Vice, OI4K, Shane Strickland, and more.
T-Dub, could you send me a link to that when they go live? I need to see that.
Yeah, here's the tweet, and so far it's at 1.6 thousand. So 1.6 thousand out of 5. And by the way, our buddy Brian was there. Backlund.
Yeah, he was there for that. He
even
got to see that virality live and in living color.
Yeah, even took a picture with Jervis.
He did. He indeed did.
But the thing that makes me worry about why they're doing other free shows, because they're also running a GoFundMe to help fund them so they can run shows in a bigger building.
Ah.
So I'm like, why do another free show? Why not just, like, if you want to, like, get more eyeballs on it, how about the next show discounted? Like, or something, or maybe a thing where if you sign up, your first show is like at a 15 or 30% discount or something.
Yeah, I've just made the retweet myself, ladies and gentlemen. It is now at 1,611 retweets.
Let's do best of the Super Juniors.
Yeah, let's do that. I got the thing up, ladies and gentlemen. The final has been set. And as you're about to see, if you're watching the live stream or the video feed right now, you're about to see that right here, ladies and gentlemen. The final will be Will Ospreay versus Kushida. And currently, right now, ladies and gentlemen, I am happy in my head place.
Yeah, I was not keeping track of the standings because I'm not good at doing them for round robin tournaments.
Me neither. This is my first time actually trying to keep track. The
Did
way
you make this
Kushida
yourself?
won. Sorry?
Where'd you find this?
New Japan World. New Japan 1972. It's their English site.
Oh, I didn't know they ever actually had a place to keep track of this.
Yeah.
Cool, yeah. Will Ospreay versus Kushida. Yeah, I was not keeping track of this. By the way, during the semifinals, Liger actually won a match finally.
He won a match! And then he announced that this is the last Super Juniors. It was done. Which we knew it was, but, you know.
I was just glad that he finally fucking won a match because I was getting kind of pissed.
I was too. I'm like, oh, come on. And it's against Taichi. Good.
Like, literally everybody's won about 2 matches except for Liger, who's only won 1.
Yeah, so Liger played spoiler for Taichi in Group A. And Kushida, I believe, because he had a win over, I believe it was Kanemaru. He had a win over Kanemaru, and then he had the last win. That propelled him. That broke the tie, and he
I think
won
the last one was. I think the last one may have been against Bushi.
Yeah, he defeated Bushi and Kanemaru, and he defeated Kanemaru, which put him over.
By the way, Kushida hits a very nice God's Last Gift.
He does. Oh.
And by the way, did you see the match where Marty and Kenny tagged together?
I have not yet, but I'm looking forward to seeing that.
Yeah, it was Marty, Kenny, and Bad Luck Fale versus Gedo, Okada, and who's the third person on the other team? Why can't I remember? And it was a really good, fun 6-man tag. But the best part was just Kenny and Marty just like acting like best bros together.
Keeping the being the elite kayfabe alive, which is great.
Yeah, just like it's fucking amazing. I love it.
It's as if they wanted to be friends all along.
Yeah, Hairball brings up the YouTube making wrestling anti-ad friendly, but as you're listening to this, the show Fighting Back should already be wrapped up, and it should be on YouTube within the next 24 hours.
Yeah. The intention is on Saturday. You're gonna have a very busy weekend if you like wrestling. You have if you want to watch it live, you have Best of Super Juniors, the final, and we're about to actually preview that final event card for you. You got Fight Back, which is gonna be free on YouTube, WCPW. Also, minor side, fuck that guy. There was a guy who I don't know who it was, but he was taking a shit on WCPW because they're losing money. These fuckers are idiots. I'm like, and I don't know who it was, but fuck that guy. No, his YouTube channel is The Whole Effin' Show. Do you know this? Yeah, I do know that.
Isn't it that podcast that Brian Zane broke away from because they're being D-bags?
I think it might be. Actually. I'm kind of seeing why.
By the way, I'm looking up some info, and is it going to be in the game? It looks like it is. Yes, in Tekken 7, it looks like the New Japan gear is still in.
Yeah, and Misha brought it up. She actually got to dress up one of the fighters as Marty Skrull. So there you go.
His gear's in there too?
Yeah. Well, I did the facsimile of it, I would assume. A reasonable facsimile.
And apparently, according to this Reddit user, you can also have a New Japan-themed health bar.
Ooh. Very
By the
nice.
way, during the six-man tag, Okada came dressed out as King with the mask.
Nice.
And as a Tekken fan, that made me happy. And I really, really want to fucking get this game now. Because I'm a Tekken fan. Haven't played it since like Tekken 5.
Oh, you must feel rusty.
A little bit.
Well, you do have the PS4, I do know that. You could go get it.
And one of the things that's going to be in the game is a Bullet Club t-shirt.
Yep.
I just wish this game was on the Switch so that way I could play it portably.
Yeah. Speaking of Tekken 7, it's what's sponsoring the Best of Super Juniors this year, and of course the final. And the thing itself is up here. Tekken 7 presents Best of Super Juniors, the final event as the Yoyogi second gymnasium in Jinin Shibaku. It's in Tokyo. From what we know.
Japanese words you can no do.
I cannot do Japanese, unfortunately. I wish I could do Japanese, though. I hope one day to learn the language.
According to Herbal, it was Devil Jin that Misha dressed up as Marty's girl. Which, yeah, sure, why not? Of course, Devil Jin.
Makes sense.
Matty, have you ever played Tekken?
I've played Tekken 4.
Yeah, that was definitely one of the better ones.
All right. I had a feeling it was a good game. Don't remember having a bad time with it. All right, so the event, it's Best of Super Junior Finals. It's in a gymnasium in Tokyo. The first match, it's probably going to be a preview match, but it's a six-man tag. Ryota Umino, Tomoyuki Oka, and Yuji Nagata. They're taking on Tetsuhiro Yagi, Katsuyori Kitamura, and Manami Nakanishi. It's a Young Boys, Young Lions match with a couple of...
I expect Nakanishi to kill everybody.
Yeah.
If that guy's not a star within the next year and a half, I'll be surprised. Because that guy just...
Nakanishi is one of those guys, man.
You just look at him and just even when he's just in that Young Boy gear, you just look at him, he's like, yeah, that guy, that fucking guy.
Actually, would you believe he's a veteran?
Then why is he dressed like a young boy?
I don't know, but his debut was 1992. So you tell me.
Debut in New Japan?
Debut pro wrestling.
How long has he been in New Japan?
I believe he was with New Japan the entire career, I believe.
The fuck is he doing? Why is he stuck doing Young Boy matches and doing Young Boy chores then?
Probably because he's a veteran. I don't know.
What the fuck? Then this must be his breakout year then.
This guy's killing everybody and you're not putting him in it. I don't know.
And to Evil Rev, I recall Okada wearing basically not exactly like a Jaguar mask, it was still a wrestling mask, but you could tell it was King.
Anyway, match number 2, six-man tag. Hirai Kawato, Hiroyoshi Tenzan, and Togi Makabe. They're taking on Jado Toriyano and Tomohiro Ishii. Kawato is going to die.
I'm so glad to see Toriyano wrestle again. It feels like it's been forever.
Oh, God, troll Yano. Oh, my God, Kawato's going to die either by being low-blowed or Ishii headbutting his poor little soft head off.
By the way, is is Ishii not the world's toughest junior heavyweight?
He's one of, if not.
Like, he's got to be the bulkiest junior I've ever seen. And he literally is at, and Tomohiro Ishii is literally at the junior heavyweight limit at exactly 100 kilograms.
I know he's wrestled for the heavyweight title. I do know that. He's wrestled in the G1 Climax, and that's a heavyweight tournament.
Yeah, but he's literally, I'm going to pull up Tomohiro Ishii's official profile on Wikipedia, which I have checked against other sites, is legitimate.
Yeah. Also, and it's also, and it is also in the, I'm on the New Japan Pro Wrestling official English site.
He is 5'7", 100 kilograms, 220 pounds, junior heavyweight.
Yeah, 170 centimeters, 100 kilograms. Tough son of a gun.
Could you imagine if they did put him in the junior division?
He'd kill everybody.
It'll be entertaining. Like, I brought that up to...
don't get me wrong. It'd be fun. He'd kill everybody, though.
I actually brought that up to some people, and they were like, "No, you'll murder everybody. No, it's not fair."
Yes, it's fair, and God damn it, I want to. He would fuck up. Hiromi Takahashi. He would fuck him up.
And Evil Rep says, Ishii looks so damn heavy. How he keeps from going over 100 is beyond me, stocky dude.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like, the guy looks like he's like 250 pounds, but how he keeps at exactly 220 is beyond me, unless it's all kayfabe.
Probably kayfabe, but, at this point, I'm not even going to care. Match number 3, Voller Jr., Tiger Mask, and Jushin Thunder Liger. They're taking on members of
Suzuki Gun,
Takemichi Inoue, El Desperado, and Yoshinobu Kanemaru.
I so wanted El Desperado to win the junior.
He had a good run. He had a good run, though, to be fair. Speaking of our boys in the Biz Cliz, ACH, Dave Finley, Hanson, and Ray Rowe, they're taking on Yujiro Takahashi, Bad Luck Fale, Tonga Roa, and, of course, the GOD, Tonga and Tama.
That's a huge clusterfuck of a match.
It's going to be fun. Number 5, Yoshihashi, Hiroki Goto. They're taking on Taichi and Minoru Suzuki. So they're keeping on that little thing there, I guess. Someone's going to die. You want to talk about a clusterfuck? 10.
Here we go.
10-man tag. Dragon Lee, Ricochet, Ryusuke Taguchi, Juice Robinson, Satoshi Kojima, and Plumpy. It's Ryusuke Taguchi. Get it right.
Yeah, he's not the best at pronouncing words.
He's kind of. And to be fair, he's done better with the names than I have, and he still fucks up Taguchi's name.
How does he pronounce it?
Wait,
what?
Ryusuke.
Okay, then someone needs to give him some
Ryusuke. Shinsuke, Ryusuke. Same diff. Now, their opponents? Los Ingobernables de Japón. All of them. Hiromi, Takahashi, Bushi, Evil, Sonata, and the Intercontinental Championship Breaker. I don't know if you brought that up. He broke the goddamn belt.
Yeah, he
literally split the fucker in half. There's a picture going on online, and the thing is officially fucked.
Did I not call it a week ago?
You did. You totally fucking did. I wish I could have shared it, but it was a group I couldn't share, and I'm like, oh fuck, come on, it needs to be shared. He finally broke the fucking thing.
Yeah, it's officially now the New Japan Hardcore title.
It is.
International Wrestling Grand Prix Hardcore title.
Well, technically broke it, but yeah, Dark Mortimer said it, but yeah, he destroyed it. and Reverend. I don't know why, but I find it fun to say Ingobernables. Ingobernables, yeah. It's fun. It's definitely fun. Well, yeah, Tetsuya Naito fucked up the belt. Officially. That's gonna be a fun. That's gonna be a fun right there. Number 7, Gato and the Rainmaker himself, Okada. They're taking on Kenny Omega and our boy Marty Scurll. Our villain, actually.
By the way, in a previous match, Gato actually got pinned by Yujiro Takahashi.
Ooh.
Yujiro from the Bullet Club. Yeah, Mr. Pimp got the pin.
That's true. Yeah.
Which is good because, Yujiro has kind of been on a bit of a losing streak this year overall. I think he needed the win.
He needed that win, yeah. That's the semi-main. The main event, number 8. There's no time limit. First guy to get one fall to a finish. Best of the Super Junior, the B block winner, Kushida taking on the A block winner, and reigning defending Best of the Super Juniors champion, Will Ospreay.
Can I just say Will Ospreay has some banging music?
Yeah, he does actually. He kind of does.
Also, one weird thing though, he calls himself Quicksilver, but he always comes out wearing in gold. What's up with that?
You're doing the hurricane thing when you're doing it. It's like, what's up with that?
What's up with that?
There you go.
Not exactly where I was going with it, but sure, why not?
Hey, it works, right? It works. Whatever works.
This match should blow the roof off.
Oh my God, Jesus Christ! When they saw that, like, there's this video of them after the match when Kushida wins, and the first thing he does is Ospreay. They both crowd. They both sit, and they're like, you could hear the crowd going, "Oh my God, this is gonna happen! Oh my God! 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 That's gonna be good." I ain't calling it, folks. Right, this is gonna be one of those like, oh. Anyway.
Ooh, hey, by the way, I guess who just did an interview saying that they would be interested in going to Impact?
Ooh, who?
Rey Mysterio.
Okay, then.
Yeah, he says that he may have gone there earlier, but Lucha Underground happened. But Berto's there now, and maybe he was talking to her like, "Hey, man, you want to come here, be world champion again?" Come on, could you imagine like seeing Rey Mysterio versus Matt Sydal, or Rey Mysterio versus EC3?
Okay, that I can see actually. Yeah, I can actually see that.
But first, of course, I think Rey might still be in season 3.
Yeah, I believe that you got to go through you got to look. Yeah, if you're still involved with Lucha Underground, the contract says you can't do any more TV until the RTV is done.
Thankfully, you can still do internet shows.
Internet shows and the independent data. I think he's happy doing that right now. So.
Yeah, so it'd be nice to see him pop up there, just to see him, especially in the X division.
Wow!
Imagine Rey Mysterio versus Low Ki.
Stop. I think some of them just want to listen to the podcast before going to bed. They don't want to have a stiffy. Like I kind of do right now. Jesus Christ, that's gonna be awesome if that happens.
Yeah.
Hairball said it best. Don't pull a Hernandez.
Yeah.
Well said.
Don't do that.
Yeah, don't do that. I know. Are we ready to go?
I'm ready for the comments.
Let's do it. It's time for your emails and comments of the week. You can send them at the Wrestle-Cast@gmail.com. This is brought to you by Ranger Stop Superhero Toy Comic Con at the Holiday Inn and Suites across Universal in Orlando, Florida, 5905 South Kirkland Road specifically. If you were tuning in to the Facebook at around 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, you now know that the new guest and first-time guest, Philip Jean-Marie, who played the Blue Ranger from Power Rangers from Power Rangers Wild Force, he's just been announced. New guest, joining his buddy. Danny Delgado. No, hold on. Gotta get the name right. Gotta get the name right. There we go. Jack Guzman is the other one. They're usually together for these things.
Any relation to Luis Guzman?
Not that I know of. Not that I know of. Anyway, so that's what's brought to you. And yes, I do know of the Japan World Heroes getting the Shotaro from Kamen Rider Double.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Where's this gonna be?
Pasadena, California.
Fuck!
Yeah. Feel our pain. Feel our collective pain. Easy and I just...
You know who's most pissed about this?
Who?
You know who's most pissed about this whole thing, right?
Shades.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
No.
Trust me. He was livid.
The actor who plays Shotaro finally doing an American Con, and it's all the way in California.
Believe me. Easy and I are tempted to say screw our budget and fly it out to California in August. Technically speaking, I could pull it off, but it's like, ooh.
It's gonna be a pretty tight budget.
It's gonna be very tight if we could pull it off. But we would need someone to help us out with the hotel.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah, because hotels, California.
Welcome to the Hotel California. Such a lovely place.
Such a lonely place.
Such a lovely face.
Oh, bum bum. Very nice.
Oh, he's your favorite rider too, Evil Rev.
Yeah. Oh, I feel for you. I feel for you.
Does anyone know how good his English is?
I hope it's good enough.
If not, I'm sure they'll have a translator.
And one can only hope. One can only hope. This is my reaction, by the way, when I first read that. When I first found out of Shotaro's actor coming to the U.S. at an unreachable spot.
Kids, won't you step outside for a second?
Yeah.
Dear Lord, that's the loudest profanity I've ever heard.
That was my reaction.
Yeah. Oh, and apparently California is his old home state. As Dark Mortar's home state.
Oh.
Dark Mortimer's from California.
California. No, I'm not going to go
I
there.
had to bring up the wizard.
I had to. I'm sorry.
I was going with Last Action Hero.
California. Actually,
Some
for
beautiful
those
people
wondering
too.
what the behind-the-scenes reaction to Shades, I could actually equate it to this.
Haven't heard that voice in a few months. I'm just gonna go for 8 months.
Anyway. And
Yeah.
Easy went to Fat Tony and went, I am just blinded I'm not mad, I'm just blinded with rage.
Oh, apparently Kyrie Crimson's a Scot. Cool. I got Scottish heritage.
Very nice.
Yes, the Scots got to stick together.
Fair enough.
That's a horrible accent, I know. I'm sorry.
Oh, God.
Anyways, emails.
Yeah, Dark Mortimer kicks us off this week, actually.
Cool.
Yep, we're good. Meanwhile, in the training room inside the clock tower, Mortimer striking and kicking his punching bag to the point where the stand falls over. We're still sad about moving our vacation time being moved to later this month. Not as much. Just felt like punching or something. Well, it's time for this week's comments. I'm sure you've gotten a chance to watch Raw. Or haven't gotten a chance to watch Raw. Only saw the first hour before going to work. We're about it wearing a Fuck Alberto El Patron t-shirt. What about Louis? Okay. Raven wearing a Fuck Alberto El Patron t-shirt. How about Lucha Underground? Mortimer. Oh, Mac waking up from a beer bath and Johnny's Wild Ride. Can't wait for the next week's. Rip Van Winkle with a European title hanging from her belt buckle. And SmackDown Live. Mortimer. Women's Money in the Bank match announced. And Styles versus Ziggler. Good show. Wait, is there a pay-per-view this Sunday? Raven. Ah, yes, Extreme Rules.
I literally forgot about that until right now.
I know. Yeah, we got to do that tonight. Actually, yeah. I haven't.
That was the third segment. I literally forgot. Holy fuck! That's the first time it's ever happened. Apparently, also, Kerry Crimson says I do a better Scottish accent than him because he has his mom's English.
Oh, okay.
Anyways, yeah, Extreme Rules.
You literally forgot we were doing that tonight.
It happens. I'm sorry.
Wow. And I thought I have bad memory sometimes. Anyway. And more I'll have, and here's the guitar playing, and Elias Sampson walks in. Remember? Yes. Sampson continues to play his guitar. Blam! Super kick by Raven. Thanks, Raven. Where was I? Oh, yeah, Rip, you read the predictions. Rip Van Winkle. Wonderful. Extreme Heat on the network. Insert tag or cruiserweight here. Winner. That guy or guys. Then don't predict it.
Oh, we're offline.
Oh. That's strange. I don't see that we're offline.
At least on my phone it says we're offline.
No, we're live.
Something weird must be going on with my phone then.
That is strange.
That it is.
Well, we are still live.
That's good.
Well, let me just double check real quick. No, yeah, we're still live. We're still up there.
Oh, my phone must be acting up then.
I heard sand from Matty's mouth. I was like, what'd I do? Anyway.
Like, what about Matty's sand? The sand that's in his vagina? Worth it.
WECW One Night Stand Extreme Rules starts singing You Know My Name by Chris Cornell. Mixed tag match. Team You Can't Handle the Boss versus Scottish Superstar and Stick. Winners, Rich Banks. Submissions match for the Cruiserweight title. Pac versus Jacob Cass. Winner, he's calling Neville to retain. Steel cage match for the Atlanta Falcons tag team titles. My Boys European Connection versus Team Extreme. Winners, Willow and Matt Hardy, version 1. Kendo Stick. Kendo Stick. Why the fuck is this a pole match for the Women's Championship? Little Miss Cosplayer versus This Is How You Hug Like a Champ. Oh, God, I know exactly what this is referencing.
Yeah, Tommy Dreamer.
Tommy Dreamer, ENC show that reeks of awesomeness.
That was a good ending.
That was awesome. Winner, he's calling Alexa Bliss to retain. Titty Master can't get DQ match for the IC title versus Heel of the Year 2016. All right, Heel of the Year 2016 versus Dean fucking Renee Ambrose. Dean fucking Renee Ambrose.
Also sent a
Mortimer and Roberta and Raven look at Rip. Well, it's true. And winner is calling Ambrose to retain. Go ahead.
Oh, very nice. I was going to say, Santa Master just referenced the epic Dave slap I got from Shades when I brought up the Uchu Kita during the Gang Crew.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, that was a good moment.
Yep, and you earned every one of those slaps.
I thought it was well built up, too. I teased it. I told you guys it was coming, but nobody believed me. Who never believes me?
Main event, final Fatal 5-Way Extreme Rules matches. Fat Asses versus Demon King versus Eater of Worlds versus King Slayer versus Ooh-ah! Winner, Finn Balor, unless WB
I believe
whips
you
out.
mean not ooh-ah, but more of new era.
But I believe it was referencing to the ooh-ah thing.
I know, but, you know, if you're going to reference Roman Reigns, yeah, do the thing.
You gotta do the... Oh, wow. But this is the email I'm reading, okay? I'm reading this verbatim. Winner, Finn Balor, unless WB wimps out, then Roman wins. What about Samoa Joe? Or, you know, any other of you guys? Come on, think about it, folks. There's 5 people. And people are going with the Lord Fussy Butt deal. Oh, my God.
What does that mean?
All right, I'm going to finish reading this email. We're almost done, and we're going to take care of business on this one. Well, that's over this week. By the way, Roberta and Rip, I heard you both qualify for the Women's Money in the Bank. Rip? Yeah, well, though someone called Roberta Mary Poppins during the match. Roberta. I responded with, I'm Mary Poppins, yo! As the other 5 ladies at the Money in the Bank. Looks at the camera. Run. Guardians Volume 2, by the way. Anyway. So, the Lord Fussy Butt thing. Shauna, we were doing the TRPG game, by the way, and we'll plug that at the end of the show as we usually do. And we're doing the thing, and John's character, he is a douchebag, or a upper class twits in lab coat. No, not lab coat, but you get the idea. He's very fussy. Blue blood. Yeah, Triple H's blue blood character essentially would be a good comparison. And I can't think of the name myself, unfortunately, but Sean at the point you couldn't think of the name, and so he decided, okay, Fussy Butt, get over here, and kept using it, and of course, you know how Mildred operates. When he sees an opening for a good joke, he jumps in. We go to a hotel to an inn. Our characters go to an inn and character to go to fish the night off and actually go to bed. And we go for the reservation, and the clerk goes, reservation for a Lord Fussy Butt. And the whole gang just like starts laughing their head off.
That was well timed. Good on you, Mildred.
Well timed at this point. The combination of that and myself going, yeah, that's the running gag that got Lady K to snort.
Ah, nice one.
For those who don't know, if you get Lady K to snort, I'm laughing about it now, but if you can get Lady K to snort, that's a victory. You've broken the lady. So that's the whole thing right there. You can tune in. Actually, the replay is available on this particular channel. It's a little near the end of the show, so you can go see it. The Enemy Within is what it's called. We're playing Warhammer. So there you go, tabletop gaming. All right, next up is T-Dub. It's our good buddy.
Is it what I think it is?
Yep.
French.
Throwing a little extra echo. Hello, Wrestle-Cast. Good news. I have a job. It'll be short term.
Yeah.
It'll be short term, but at least it's something. So glad to be out of the unemployment line, but it also means I won't have much time to watch wrestling, unless it's recaps. But then again, Raw and SmackDown Live are so bland, even watching a recap. So you can learn anything in less than 20 minutes. That's usually the trick.
It's a cheap trick.
Yeah, and for those wondering where I don't carry the Discord chat link in my description. Sorry, folks. And actually, Dark Mortimer timed at 26 seconds.
Oh, nice.
This week's review will only focus on one show, Lucha Underground. Lucha Underground, Rich Swan's theme. You can't handle this. You can't handle this. All night long. So all night long between Willie Mack and Mundo. Holy shit, it was intense from beginning to end with interferences from, I'm not reading this. God damn it.
You said you were okay with spoilers. You shouldn't have opened up your big yapper.
It's good to see you back, Lucha Underground. I needed this. He does end the paragraph by doing this. That's the least show I'll ever review, since there's a pay-per-view to look at, Extreme Rules. The whole focus is on the Fatal 5-Way for the Universal title of Bad Blood. I refuse to call it Great Balls of Fire. since it's a lame attempt to bring Jerry Lee Lewis. And anyway, as for the rest, I don't know. I feel nothing about it. You'll see why. Pre-show, Rich Swann, Sasha Banks versus Dar Ward's versus Alicia Fox. 1, Sasha Banks deserves better. Swann at 2, Swann and Dar deserve better. 3, I don't care about this match. Submission match for the Cruiserweight belt, Pac-Man versus Austin Starr. Well, there's a chance that Neville's reign might be coming to an end, and I won't be surprised if Neville retains, but I'd pick Austin Aries for the victory. Steel cage for the Raw Tag title, Cesaro versus Conflicted Hardys. To see the beginning of the Path of the Broken Universe, but with TNA being total dicks, all hope is lost, unless... Anywho, Sheamus and Cesaro will retain the belts. Regain the belts. Regain. But I can imagine the first step towards the Broken Carnage. IC title, The Miz versus DNF and Ambrose in the Battle of Ohio. So you've got a pay-per-view named Extreme Rules, and Ambrose gets DQ'd, and if the Ambrose gets DQ'd, he loses the belt.
Extreme!
As much as I want to see Miz regaining his belt, I'm worried about the quality of the match, especially if it ends like Randy Orton versus Christian years ago.
Can you handle the extremeness of a headlock or the absolute insanity of a scoop slam? Come this Sunday to Extreme Rules to watch a disqualification match.
Sleeper hold. It better be good, he does says. Russo special for the Women's Championship. Alexa Quinzel. Very nice. Very nice. Versus, we want some Bayley. Ugh, this segment on Raw, badass neck cracking. Give it credit, props to Alexa Bliss for carrying this horrible segments of This Is Your Life. The fact that they tried to re-emulate the iconic segment between The Rock and Mankind is just humiliating. The actors look terrible. Alexa was wasted in this segment, and Bayley, poor Bayley, gets nothing. Just another ass whooping. As for the match, simple. Alexa retains with the help of Nia Jax as your new bodyguard. Special match, our Shizzle versus Gold Dust. Thank God the Golden Truth is no more, but I also loved the promo by Goldie, who hasn't lost a step. Also, I did like our Truth's promo last night, which is rare since he is the bane of our existence lately. If there's a match, I'd say Goldust will win. He's not a fit on the official card, but that could also change. We got a couple of days. You never know. Fatal 5-way for a shot at the Universal title. Joey Samoa versus Rolineta versus Demon Balor versus Bray Wyatt versus Roman Reigns. Wow.
Thank you.
Well, this may be it until Brawny the Strowman is fully recovered. The choice will be hard between with these 5 superstars, and I wish it was an elimination style 5-way for more unpredictability. If I have to pick one, it'll be Finn Balor, without exception. Well, that is it for my predictions. No winners or losers this week, although I'll give one to that awful This Is Your Life segment. For those who wrote it, all I could say is you made me want to go Christian Bale American Psycho on your candy asses. Enough said. See you soon. P.S. The one who spoiled Backlash last week during Toka Riffs. Bad move. Right, LPH?
And Mike Shaw says when it comes to Golden Truth, he says he's going to miss following the bouncing Goldie head.
Oh, are you looking for it, Dave? Just asking. Anyway, we need to set up a thing here. Let me do that. It's time for a good buddy, Evil Reverend. I actually sent up. I can't show this right now because it wasn't set up, and I did not see this until later. But sent us a link to a deviant art of Pentagon 0M.
Nice. By the way, Matty, we have a birthday boy in the chat.
Sorry?
We got a birthday boy in the chat.
We do?
Heavy A.
AT Extreme, Adric Landon in the chat. Adric.
Yeah, heavy A.
My birthday, and according to the TPWW site, I share it with AJ Styles, Lex Luger, and Velvet Sky. Also taking a look at that picture. Very nice. I'll give you a link later there, T-Dub.
All right, cool.
Let me copy that so I could share that with you during the break. Cuts to gym, the floor covered in blood and various chunks of pulverized meat. Reverend unzips his punching bag. Refill! A DirecTV representative is dragged out into the bag, kicking and screaming, and then shoved into the bag. Hey, RVT, this connection has been kind of crap the last few weeks, so I didn't get all the wrestling I should have. And don't worry, it's hard to keep up. But I saw enough to give you my 2 cents on this week. Ray, would you please read the comments? Starts punching the bag. WB News, we've been having a fatal 5-way to determine the next to face the Beast. 5, huh? Well, as if 3 weren't enough. Very nice, very nice. Also, actually, before I continue this, I believe, do I have the thing? Well, I have it somewhere. So I believe... I don't have it. That is strange. Oh, hold on. I probably have it in a separate folder, more than likely. Trying to figure out if I have it, folks. It's one of those things. Do you know I have it somewhere? I do know that. Probably would be in... Huh. That is strange.
Who am I to judge?
Trying to get the birthday button. You know the birthday button that Shades always like to play?
Happy birthday
That's
to
the one.
you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Subarashi!
Hold on. You just gave it to me. It's a Subarashi, I think. I believe it's Subarashi. Hold on.
Yeah, Hairball, the Kogami button.
The Kogami button. Thank you. Aha! Thank you.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Omedetou! Subarashi!
Ladies and gentlemen, Japanese Rod Roddy from O's. Anyway. So we have any fatal... just because the revival is out of action for a bit doesn't mean they can't fuck things up from behind the scenes. SmackDown recording lost defeat on us. I'll have to catch up with other means. Lucha Underground News. Not sure if I should be stoked or pissed that they just returned just to cock tease us. But damn it, that was a fun match.
To be fair, they didn't plan on the hiatus.
No. That's TV for you. Also, that chant had Van Halen in my hand. Oh, Johnny's crying.
Wow, wow.
Whoa, 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 Johnny's crying.
Wow, wow.
I'm glad you got the reference too. Impact News, I think the LAX has broken Rosemary a little more than expected. Not complaining that she helped Allie, but still. EC3's been building himself up for a big return to the top. He's got a shot at Lashley, and it's gone. Epic face for a good 5 seconds.
Oh, he brought back the barbershop quartet.
Oh, he did. He did. Ray, any more news, sir? Reverend? No, not anything I can think of. Then again, kind of distracted right now. Unzips the bag. Blood and meat spills out. Refill! Hold on, ain't I hit the
By the
button
way,
again.
Maddie, have you been following a music blog? Yeah.
Not that I know of. Hold on, let me just sit down. But no, I have not followed a music blog called Yeah.
No, it's called a music blog. Yeah, aka Ambi. And some of the recent interviews are Braxton Sutter and Alley, the Young Bucks.
Oh, no. Okay, yeah, okay, never mind. I know. Okay, never mind.
Yeah, like Alley and Braxton Sutter, they're an amazing couple still after all these years.
That is awesome.
Apparently the one thing they have in common is they love horror movies.
Well,
aside from that, Braxton Sutter is just completely obsessed with wrestling, and that's it.
Horror movies and wrestling. That makes sense.
And apparently Alley right now is obsessed with Judy Hopps.
Cool. Just writing something down for my losers, actually, because I really forgot about this.
You better not put Alley on there.
No, not that at all.
You remember I want to know which of us is taller. Probably Maddie.
I am 5'11".
Yeah, you're taller than me. I'm 5'5". 5'5", 5'6".
You seem taller, actually, on camera, actually.
It's how I film things, so you can make yourself look big on camera.
Fair enough. All right, now that I've taken care of that note, time for our last email, which features our good by the hairball. By the way, right now the guests are Mike Shell for 400. I believe Shin wants to be a part of the 400 show as well, but we need to confirm that with Shin Tiger Girl first.
What episode number is this?
400. We are at 398.
All right, so next week is 399.
Yeah.
I think I have a good idea for a guest for 399. I'll talk to you a bit during the break.
You're thinking Mumbles, aren't you?
Actually, somebody else.
All right, fair enough. Camera show rip just after giving Lord Mortimer's predictions. Fat Boy, where have you been? Fat Boy says, I got this notice that was delivered at the on the galleon this morning. Gimme. Rip opens and reads, well, this ought to be interesting. Note reads as follows. Greetings from the WWE champion, the modern day Maharaja. This is to inform you that I wish to meet your society and visit your compound. I will be bringing gifts. I arrive in 2 weeks' time. Rip, 2 weeks. It's episode 400, isn't it? Yes, it is, Rip. Yes, it is. Hey, jabronis. Well, WB is trying to pretend that the second round of This Is Your Life didn't happen. Must have sucked that bad, huh? Lucha's back, yes! And I discovered being the elite. Where the hell have I been? Under a rock, hairball. But it's good that you're watching.
The elite.
The elite. Second time.
The elite. The elite.
Second time.
And just one of the things I loved about being the elite is the fact that I've said this a million times, I'll say it a million times more. They ran a storyline that was exclusive to their channel that was concluded on a pay-per-view.
Geniuses.
By the way, with their Ambi interview, they pointed out that they once had to hold up a group of people because they were filming one of their skits in the locker room. Apparently their skits are all improv.
I would assume. Anyway.
Which makes sense because in quite a few of them, they end up just corpsing at the end.
Yeah, I could totally see Kenny corpsing a couple of times, actually.
He has.
Yeah, and I did it. You can tell they're just having a shitload of fun doing that.
Yeah.
This is a bunch of guys having fun, and Cody Rhodes running with the fuck the revival running gag, knowing he's getting that over.
I was disappointed on this week's Being the Elite. There was no fuck the revival.
I know, and I gave him a perfect one with that Instagram picture.
Maybe next week.
I know. There's material. There is ammo. Anyway,
Maybe next week.
Maybe. We shall see. Couple of 2K17 notes. The Elimination Chamber is no cakewalk. I lost 8 in a row before winning the last 2. And Alexa Bliss 1-on-1 is a tough bitch.
Yeah, Elimination Chamber can be a tough if you start number 1.
Mm-hmm. We got a pay-per-view Sunday. Someone tells me someone may return because he's not finished with someone, if you get my drift. And I think you do. He's still out for about 6 months.
Main event ended with Braun Strowman just coming out. It was murdering Roman Reigns. Like, Roman Reigns got to cover 1, 2.
I'm not finished with you, Roman. Fat Boy, don't forget the society
even better. 1, 2. It doesn't matter if the ref counts to 3 because I'm not finished with you yet.
Ah, yeah. 1, 2. It doesn't matter if the Rock counts to 3.
Because this man still isn't finished with you yet. Bro!
Oh. Still one of my favorite gags right there. The Rock right there. So glad we put that into our Power Ranger review a couple years ago. Anyway. Fat Boy, don't forget the Society qualified for the first Women's Money in the Bank match. Oh yeah, I heard about that. Goes to prove why SmackDown has been a superior show since the split. And Nia Jax be throwing shade at Raw about it, too. Here's
May
a
not be the
guitar.
best career move, but, she isn't wrong.
Mm-hmm. Here's a guitar. It's Elias Samson coming through. Rip looks annoyed. Yes. Samson stays quiet. Yes. Actually, can I see a guitar? I'm somewhat of a guitar enthusiast. Drifter goes, why not? Examines it. Very nice. Smashes it over Elias Samson's head. Chunk on that, slap nuts. Sorry, I was picturing Jeff Jarrett. Pick him up. Fat Boy picks him up. Rip super kicks him out of the window. Karina pops up. Super kick. Extreme Rules. Preheat show on the network. Crickets. Seems nothing is as of now. A little odd. Man card in no particular fucking order. Mixed tag match. Playa. Can you handle this? And a boss versus Noah Amdar and Alicia Fox.
Alicia Fox.
You have no idea how much fun we have doing that. Winners! They can't handle this. He's gone the faces to win. Raw Women's title. Kendo stick on a pole match. Rip. Who let Russo book this? Oh, we will get to him in a second, folks.
It really feels like he booked this whole feud, doesn't it?
I know. Winner, whoever has a laundromat because all the pants. Probably Alexa. Cage tag title match. The Broken Brothers versus Cesaro. This should be good. Don't think they'll drop him just yet. Probably SummerSlam or that. Winners, Broken Brothers. Submission match for the Cruiserweight title. Jacob Cass versus Broken King Neville. This should be a good, and I think it'll be finally time. Winner, the greatest man who ever lived. IC title, the Master of Titties versus Maurice's bitch. Title can change channel on DQ. Come on, you know she wears the pants in that one. Winner, probably The Miz. Fatal 5-way Extreme Rules for the number one contendership for the title. That's MIA. Believe That versus the Kingslayer versus the Demon versus my boy and the Joe. Can you believe it's almost been a year since we had the Demon, since we've had a Demon Balor entrance winner? I'm not sure, but I wouldn't be surprised if I hear, I'm not finished with you yet, Roman. Winner, Bobbert. Winners and losers, winners. Bobbert, he is awesome. Myself, look, I'll try not to hate gender as much, and if I have fun with it, then so be it. Shane Tiger Curl, I love your gender impression. Spot on, sir. Spot on.
Such is the way of Mr. Shin.
He does his best, folks. I'm telling you. That's why we love having him on. Losers, this one I got from reading some of Rebby's tweets a couple weeks ago. And the anti-assets that show up to wrestlers' houses, seriously, Show some goddamn respect. That's their homes, you fucking idiot. Rip, let me take this, fat boy. Hey, assets who show up at wrestlers' houses because they're stupid idiots. You know what happens? Huh? You know what happens? Do you? You know what happens? You just made Rip's list. Actually, let me hit the button for you there, Rip.
You just made the list!
He assures us that we're all gonna receive gifts. This ought to be good, DM says. Ladies and gentlemen, that is it. I need to see to hit the that button over here. So they did this. And ladies and gentlemen, and that is it. We're done and we're out of here. We're gone. Those are the emails and comments of the week.
All right, see you later, Matty. Bye.
No, don't. Hang up yet. Those are your emails and comments of the week. You can send them at the Wrestle-Cast@gmail.com. We shall return with the... He's got to play on his Switch. We shall return.
I'm sorry, we're still going?
Yeah, we're still going. I was just setting up for the...
You literally said we're done. Good night, ladies and gentlemen.
I was just saying, no, we're done, ladies and gentlemen. It's time that those.
Okay, we're done. Okay, cool, good. Good night, ladies and gentlemen.
No.
What?
We'll be right back with our preview of Extreme Rules when we return. We'll be right back.
And now a word from our sponsors.
And action.
Romeo, Romeo, wherefore art thou, Romeo?
Again, please.
Again?
Again.
Art thou bored?
Yeah.
Step into a Slim Jim. Turn to the spice. That baby juicy taste. You know, excitement. Step into a Slim Jim.
This is WMOB Mobile, 12 on your channel dial and 12 in the TV ratings.
Our old friend Fart Stange, Shit Stain, of course, the Archbishop of Talonberry, which I did get, by the way.
Got that on the air. It got on the air.
I heard about that. This fucking clown once again revealed, and he stooges on himself. It's not like we need to talk about him. He stooges on himself all the time. Whenever he does anything wrong or he's doing something he's not supposed to be doing or people ain't supposed to know about it, he emails them accidentally to tell them about it. But the idiot said again last week on the internet in front of God and everybody, well, I've contacted Vince about going back. He emails, have this on pretty good authority. Vince Russo emails Vince McMahon every week after Raw. Every week, and still to this day. And tries to explain to him how much better it could be, and he begs constantly for a job. Hey, oh, Vince, I could do this, and I could do that, and yeah, blah, blah, blah. He's the only one that hadn't figured out that everybody's fucking seen through his fucking bullshit and don't want him around. But here, Russo on a weekly basis begs for another job with the WWE. I, meanwhile, sit here quietly in my own home, don't have any contact with them until they call me, and very politely, as we've covered, ask me to come down there and be a part of the WrestleMania weekend festivities and do the Hall of Fame thing and also do this show. And also Eric Bischoff. I'm not, I don't know for a fact, but I'm probably convinced that he does not call on a weekly basis and beg for a job, and they bring him in too. And we're on the shows and we're on the Hall of Fame and etc. And we're knocking Russo. So basically this fucking guy has to sit in his hovel wherever he fucking lives and watch two guys who don't give a fuck to go back to the WWE and be asked to come back to the WWE and do a show where they can knock him. And meanwhile, every week he's begging, please, Vince, bring me back. Please, Vince, I need a job. Please, ain't nobody did. Please, 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 please. Fuck. What? Hopefully this will make him just go ahead and just end it all. I don't know. He moved from Colorado to supposedly to Evansville, Indiana. And Evansville was the armpit. And I'm sorry if there's any fans listening in Evansville, but Evansville was the armpit of the Tennessee territory. If you want to give the Tennessee Territory an enema, you stick the nozzle in Evansville. On Wednesday nights, it didn't draw well. The building was old. The payoffs were down. It was a place that nobody really wanted to be. We called it Eville. And so apparently he's moved there. Great fucking choice for him to live. And I don't remember if there are any high bridges or big buildings or monuments or anything that he can jump off of. But maybe if you see a flying Russo in Evansville, in the Evansville area, it's because he has finally jumped off some high something to end it all after seeing him. And obviously, if we talked for an hour and a half and Russo was the predominant part of the conversation, that indicates to me that some people in the WWE just wanted to hear Vince Russo get the piss taken out of him. So keep calling and emailing and writing and begging, Vince. Maybe you can get a sign. Russo can get a sign, stand on a corner, Main Street in Stamford, Connecticut, say, "We'll book for food."
Yeah, that's James E. Cornette. Dude, with his weekly, hey, let's bash Russo. And yeah, I did watch that table for 3. And they did indeed keep that part in. I was like, oh my god, Vince Russo is a common thorn in the ass of James E. Cornette and Eric Bischoff. Who the fuck knew? Who'd have thunk it? Anyway, welcome back to the Wrestle-Cast, RVT Entertainment production on the RogueInfinite.com, Podomatic.com, iTunes, podcasting places, and of course, live on RVT Entertainment's official YouTube channel. Matty Jay and TWK here along with the ride, and we played a new bun about a day or so ago, and that last bit, we'll book for food. Ladies and gentlemen, I think Master Roshi said it best.
Gonna need a sensu for that one.
Oh, yeah. And I'm glad. I'm so glad that people like that little reference. Yeah, Offspring, why don't you get a job? Anyway, it's Matty Jay and TWK with you. We're about to do a little thing called the pay-per-view preview. We gotta do the Sunday thing. Let's do this. Extreme Rules. At the Royal Farms Arena in Baltimore, Maryland, June 4th, 2017. On the poster, it's the Hardys with, of course, Broken with that Matt with the broken stare and face and stance, and yet legally unbroken right now. That is sad.
I'll go with Hardy's winning.
Yeah, we'll get to that in a few seconds. First up, Rich Swann, Sasha Banks versus Noam Dar and Alicia Fox. It's a mixed tag match.
I'll go with the heels.
Going with the faces. But at this point, oh, jeez, I don't know. Next up, Neville versus Austin Aries, a submission match for the Cruiserweight Championship of the World.
Aries has to win at this point. He has to win it.
Makes sense to me. Next up, the Hardy Boys versus Cesaro and Shamo. Steel cage match for the Raw Tag Team Championship. I'm thinking, I'm thinking the same way you're thinking. Hardy Boys to retain.
Yep.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I like where Plumpy is going with how he would book the Broken Brilliance. I think it could still work the way he's booking. But right now, we're at a state of, shall we say, unableness to do from the legal standpoint.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, which is sad. Next up, kendo stick on a pole for the Raw Women's Championship. Rules is you get the pole, you get the stick, You could use it however you want. Alexa Bliss is the champion. Bayley is the challenger. Raw Women's Championship.
With the way they've been booking this feud, Bayley has to win.
The only way they could salvage it is with a Bayley win.
With how weak they've made Bayley look the past several weeks,
she
really feels
needs
like Bayley has
that
to
belt
win.
back. You screwed the pooch. That's all I'm going to say there. Semi-main, Dean Ambrose versus The Miz with Maryse. It is a singles match for the Intercontinental Championship. If Ambrose is disqualified, he will lose the championship.
Kind of feels like Miz is going to win.
Get that feeling too, huh? Either way, believe Eric Cartman said it best.
Hopefully the match is good.
You know what? All signs point that this should be a good one, but who knows? And in the main event, a fatal 5-way Extreme Rules match. The winner to be the number 1 contender to the Universal Championship against Brock Lesnar at Great Balls of Fire in July. The competitors: Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins, Finn Balor, Bray Wyatt, and Joey Samoa Joe.
If the rumors are to be believed, this is just part 1 and a Brock Lesnar murders the entire roster thing.
Yeah.
So it feels like it's just, why should I get invested in one of those things? Because we've already seen Brock Lesnar murder people like during
Here's
his
the thing.
past title run.
If those rumors turn out to be wrong and they don't want to build up something to SummerSlam, I'd say keep Finn Balor away from the title until SummerSlam. In that case, I'd go with either, let's see, Seth Rollins would be good. Bray Wyatt's a solid choice. Samoa Joe. Pretty much anybody except Roman Reigns.
Roman and Brock did have a good match at WrestleMania
They did.
31.
That'd probably be the one case where I'd be like, oh, okay, let's see how the sequel goes. But
but if the rumors are true, then that's going to be the main event of WrestleMania 34.
So keep Roman and Brock away from each other, obviously, with a smart move. Keep Finn Balor away from Brock at all costs if you want to have Brock murder everybody. Finn needs to be kept white hot. That's all I'm going to say there.
I just don't. To me, like Brock versus Roman main eventing WrestleMania again, just not the biggest proponent of that personally.
Me neither.
And Mike Show says, "Great balls of fire! What Brock Lesnar got from Sable on their wedding night."
Oh, ow!
But yeah, I assume like Finn will end up winning this match. Then Lesnar will destroy Finn Balor at Great Balls of Fire, and then at SummerSlam they'll have Lesnar versus Strowman.
That could work.
That's what I assume is going to happen.
Also, Mike,
gonna need a sensu for that one.
Just saying. Anyway, yeah, just don't. You'd be wasting Finn versus Lesnar if you do that.
Well, they did the same thing with Goldberg versus Steen.
God, that's right. Fuck.
So who's to say they wouldn't repeat history again? I'm hoping they don't. I'm hoping they don't.
I hope not. But fuck's sake. Update. We still have no fucking clue where this guy is. Just saying that. Anyway, that was a quick one.
Yeah, well,
all right. Well, we got.
I unfortunately don't have much to say about it. I'm sorry.
Yeah, there's not much to say. Like it's not like Backlash where there was some level of legitimate, intrigue. Yeah, there wasn't any. I guess the best way to put it was there wasn't any enough of a hey, let's talk about this thing. There wasn't. Their main event is in shit. Because they just had to put it on Brocker.
Yeah, and their world champion is not there, and they're basically having to book around the fact that he's not there.
Which is bullshit. Anyway, Time for winners and losers. Let's start with the losers. T-Dub.
My losers this week are, as everyone who put together the Bailey This Is Your Life segment.
Yeah, I have to agree. That's on my list too.
I think it might be the worst segment of the year.
This might top it. You know, when we do the mid-year report, this is definitely going on worst segment. Worst promo, for sure. And, yeah, that's the one I missed. I forgot about that. I'm like, oh my god, I have to put that in. This needs to be put in. So, yeah. Also, the booking of Ambrose for The Miz. What the fuck? Really, guys? It's called Extreme Rules, and you're not even doing a chairs match. What the fuck? Anything but what you booked. That's all I'm saying. And, of course, Vince Russo. Just shut the fuck up. Why don't you? Anyway.
He physically cannot.
Because he created the Attitude Era. Anyway. Winners!
Let's see, winners. Who did I put down? I put down wrestling. Wrestling's my winner.
Bit of a generalized one, but if you're a wrestling fan this week, you're getting your fill for sure.
Also, Bobber33, once again, I cannot be more thankful for him actually putting down a whole bunch of cash for me to get this.
Have you put this on the TV yet, by the way?
I've played it on TV, but I like playing it portably.
Very nice.
Yeah, because it's got a nice 720p screen.
Yeah. And when it's smaller, it actually looks even awesome, too.
Yeah, it's let's see, it's about the width of, almost, it's just a tiny bit smaller than a laptop's keyboard.
Yeah, pretty much. With the remotes attached, yeah, I could see that.
Yeah, it's a lot tinier than you'd expect.
Yeah.
And the thing is, this, the whole tablet part, this is the whole system. So this has got to be the smallest home console in years, if not decades.
I'd say even ever.
Yeah, it is super tiny. Comparing it to the Wii U, my PS4, my N64, my 360, my Wii, my PS2. It's good. It looks so tiny compared to all of them. Yeah.
There you go. I got a few winners. Obviously, Shout Factory gets a winner because I got my DVDs for both O-Ranger and Car Ranger this actually on Thursday. So thank you very much, Shout Factory.
Car Ranger, that's the goofy one, right?
That's the goofy one, yeah.
The one that got adapted into RPM?
No. That's the one that got adapted into Power Rangers Turbo.
Oh, what was the one that got adopted into RPM?
Go Onger.
Go Onger.
Yeah. House of Cards Season 5. God damn, I love that show. It has sucked up my life.
Who's the main star of that one?
Kevin Spacey.
Oh, he is brilliant.
He is awesome.
I fucking love his acting.
He is fucking awesome in that show, I'm telling you.
I'm going to have to start watching it.
Careful. You will want to binge watch. All five seasons are available on Netflix too. So,
I'm gonna be falling down the rabbit hole, aren't I?
Yeah. Well, unless you don't like political intrigue, but the way Spacey sells it for you, though. Oh my god.
I'm subscribed to 3 political channels on YouTube.
Oh, you are going to fall down that rabbit hole, my friend. House of Cards will be love. House of Cards will be life.
Told you get your ass back here.
Anyway, 2 more winners. I got Jushin Thunder Liger because, god damn.
Yeah, he has not had a bad match at the best of Super Juniors at all.
He's wound up on the losing end, but and he said it's not the last. He's not retiring, but he's done. That's his last Super Junior, and I got the feeling it's soon though. And finally, the main event: Kushida versus Ospreay for.
Fuck you, Luigi. Fuck you.
I guess Luigi gets a loser then.
Hell yeah, there we go. Get in the cage, motherfucker.
Anyway, that is it for the show, ladies and gentlemen. Here's what's going on RVT Entertainment in the coming few days. Of course, Saturday, The Helmsman with Tony Helms and the crew. What are we doing this week? What are you guys doing?
I believe it will be us resuming Shoot Menu Robots.
All right. Sunday, Toka Riffs Live. Two episodes of XA, 2 episodes of Q Ranger. And it's 2 episodes of Kamen Rider Amazon's Season 2. So we'll be tuning in for that. 7 Eastern on RVT. Monday, I believe I believe it is Mike's pick for The Rising Sun. And I happen to know that it says that it is indeed Mike Shell's turn for the riffing materials for the anime news and stuff and things. So that's a Rising Sun on Monday. Tuesday, riff down with this handsome gentleman with the Nintendo Switch and his crew of rapscallions that riff SmackDown Live for you. Wednesday, it's our new TRPG, The Enemy Within, which will be myself, The Shades, Mike Shell, Lady K, and our DM, Mildred Lamont. Don't miss that. Ranger Recap is not live this week, however, we did one this week, riffing Power Rangers Wild Force, appropriately enough, Episode 9, Soul Bird Salvation. We had a little bit of fun with that one. And, of course, we'll be back next week with our 2 reviews. The finals of the Best of the Super Juniors out in New Japan Pro Wrestling, and, of course, Extreme Rules 2017. Oh, boy. Oh, and Mike in the chat. Oh, and Hairball in the chat. Mike's greatest regret: there isn't a Total Bellas anime. Damn. But that will be anything to plug, by the way, this week. I know you just filmed something big.
Yeah, I just got done recording my 10-year video, so expect that out within the next week and a half.
Yeah, expect that soon. Of course, on my end, you just saw what's going on right now. But until then, that is it, ladies and gentlemen. We thank you very much for tuning in and hanging out with us for the last couple hours. We thank you very much for doing so. Next week, as we said, Extreme Rules, and of course the finals of the Best of Super Juniors. Osprey versus Kushida is part of your weekend. At least it'll be part of mine. That is not a bad weekend when you think about it. On behalf of TWK.
Until next time, this is TWK of TWK Reviews telling you to work your gimmick.
Hairball, that would be Roshi worthy, but I'm initiating the end credits deal, so I can't really hit a button anymore. Matty Jay and TWK, professional wrestling, supports your independent promotion as soon as possible. Thank you very much for tuning in. Hey, it's a big wrestling weekend. Enjoy it. Have some fun. Have a good one. Have a safe one. We'll talk to you later. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
In the modeling and fashionista industry, outfit-based offenses are considered especially repulsive. In the WWE Universe, dedicated garment gumshoes who investigate these faux pas are members of an elite squad known as the Fashion Police. These are their stories.
Jesus, fuck! What are you doing? We're gonna put that in a post. No! Okay, that's enough with the enough. Just get.